What's up, everyone? Creamshot here, and I'm going to react to the final episode of Shield Hero. I realized that I have been naming the character wrong for a couple episodes now, and I'll own up to that. But I don't want to talk much right now. I just want to get right into it, so let's just do that. They're still fighting. It's funny, they're fighting on the carcass of the boss from the last wave. They still have the time limit. Oop. She's afraid of it. Ooh. Yep. They use combo skills between themselves. Unlike Naofumi and the other heroes. I mean, Naofumi can do it, but it's only with his party. Yeah, she was surprised it stayed up. Yeah. She goes right for it. Glass had no hesitation just going after Naofumi. Better than anyone else? I think she is. Yeah. The fan hero. A vassal wielder. A vassal wielder. Huh. Yeah, because when you think fan, that doesn't really sound much of a weapon. I guess that's why she's a vassal. Whatchamacall? Dog bite. Oh. Ooh. I wonder how much is left for the time limit. She's really weak against that thing. She's talking about their world, right? Will end. Okay, so each world has its own whatchamacall. Not really. He just wants to go home. It showed him in his like uh other world clothing. It got me thinking, are these guys from like another version of Japan, like the other heroes? Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Oh, dark gas burning. It's Risha. She's getting pretty desperate. Mm. Mm. Is he like sacrificing himself right now? I would think so. Ah, yeah, that move. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I get it now. He can withstand his liquor. That's why it didn't affect him. Are you serious? You guys were out that whole time? Yeah, so if there is another season, Tricia will join them. Do the other heroes stay for the level up? They should, because they're still below Naofumi. Uh, yeah, we want answers. Huh. Is there only just two other worlds? Are there more than one? More than two? Hmm. You're trying to drown? Isha. They really spelled her name differently in the subtitles. Favorite accessories, for real. You got kicked out because something petty like that. Oh, come on. Nah, 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 nah. Itsuki ain't worth it, girl. You're not. You actually did help in the way, besides, whatever they accomplished, which was nothing. Whoa, that was fast. Did it happen like that in the manga? I can't remember. Hmm. And Rafia knows firsthand how useless the other heroes' party members are. Look at them waving to everyone on the island, thinking that they did something. An idea. Damn it! What was it? Somewhere needs to be another wave. Is Naofumi gonna do? Is that thing that Naofumi said to the queen something for Raphtalia? Oh, the queen's reward is to fix her village. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, those seagulls don't look right. He's the noble of her village. Oh, now Fumi's the lord of her town now. How's that? Home base. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Hmm. Hey, martial arts school. Yeah. Hell yeah. What's all that? I mean, that's the idea. She doesn't want you to go. If you do go, she'll want to come with you. Ooh. He's gonna stay. Whoa, were they kissing? Maybe it was just hugging. Shields on the flag? Ooh. Is that saying there's another season? I wonder if all of this was in the light novel. Because I know this wasn't in the manga. What the hell does that mean? I feel like Ren is the only hero out of the three losers who has some redeeming qualities. He's scheming behind the scenes. Was he saying that as like speaking his mind to Naofumi, or was he talking to the shadow agent saying that? Oh, and it is over. That was my reaction to the last episode of Shield Hero. That was nice. It didn't really come off as, half-assed like a lot of animes would when they try to rush things. But no, that was a nice way to wrap it up. Again, 21 would have been fine as well, but no, this gave us a bit more. I don't mind that. I enjoyed that. The whole thing where they came back and they got Rishia makes you wonder now, because then when I looked it up to check what her name was, because I kept calling her Meld, and that was something dumb on my part, because I don't know, I read the subtitle wrong back in like 21, and yeah, I mistook who was speaking that, so I started calling her Meld, which was like based off of Mauld, who was the tall knight guy that was being a dick to Raphtalia. I'm sorry, Rishia. But it makes you wonder, how is her name really spelled? Because in the subtitles just now it was like Lecia, but then if you Google it, it's like Rishia. Yeah. I mean, you speak both of them. They both sound the same, but very differently spelled. But that's not important. What's important is now she's part of Naofumi's party. That actually happened a lot faster than I expected. Like, I swear that her joining the party happened like within the Queen's Kingdom, Melromark. I'm pretty sure it happened there. But yeah, they Itsuki kind of casted her aside because the other party members in his party thought she was useless, and yeah, not at all, because yeah, she did help Naofumi at the very end, and it took me a while for it to hit me. I'm like, it's like they all got covered in that thing, and I'm just like, is he gonna like start a fire, burn them all to death? Like that's what kept recurring in my mind when that stuff went everywhere. And then it didn't hit me until I think Glass did like a hiccup, or you can see that she was drunk, and then I was like, oh, that's right. Now Fumi can hold his liquor, and that's why it didn't affect him, but everyone else did. But yeah, that again, none of that was in the manga, and if it is, it's probably way later, to a point where I don't think it's even published yet, or at least on the Scan Later side. But yeah, that was a good ending. I really like that a lot. And there was that moment where it looked like they were kissing. Because yeah, there's that big thing where, you know, Raphtalia, she kind of broke down thinking that Naofumi's going to leave and go away. You know, it became apparent that Naofumi was considering on staying. Is that what was that the conclusion there, where he decided like he will stay and he was considering staying for a while? What was it? That was a nice touch at the very end where there was also the flag. So it's kind of like there was like that red outline behind the shield. I'm guessing that was supposed to be like the Japanese flag with the red sun. But it's like a green flag. I mean, green background, you got the red outline, and then the shield. Basically saying to the villagers that the shield is our sun. The S-U-N sun. But yeah, there were some things that I feel like the manga had and this didn't, whereas this had more, and the manga didn't cover it at all. That whole like ending half wasn't even in the manga, I think, or at least from what I remembered. We should be getting another party member, or is that even different? Again, that whole second half never really happened in the manga. So him having a domain and everything, he was basically still chilling in the castle or something, and that's when things started to change, where he started to get more members. There should be, what was it? I forget her name, like pretty much everyone else apparently. I forget everything. But there should be a swordswoman that joins them, another one. But I can't remember what was so special about her, but she is not a problem. Like, say for instance, it was like a shield, or not shield, but a swordsman or swordswoman from one of the other heroes' parties. It's not like that, where it was like Rishia. Rishia was from Itsuki party, but you know, she kind of accepted it rather quickly. In the manga, she was more reluctant to join the shield, because after she did, Itsuki kind of looked at her as like, you really were a traitor or something like that, and it hurt her a lot because she still was very devoted to Itsuki, even though he was a loser. Like, you know, she's blinded by maybe what the other party members are telling her and such. Like, they really push her around in that environment that she was in, and she's actually quite powerful in the sense of like, she has a lot of useful mage techniques. but there was something that was revealed more later on that she could have a potential to be very good at something else. Or is it just more of being a mage? Like she could be a really powerful mage or something. I don't know. Another scene that I liked was when it kind of took him back in that flashback where he was walking down the streets in his other world, and then when like someone passed him, and that person almost hit him, he had to like turn around and look back. But then instead of it being that person in the like the first episode when that happened, it was like him and his cape and green and everything, all decked out as a shield hero, and he kept walking the other way. That's kind of like a metaphor. Visual metaphor of him leaving behind his old self in a way, and he's moving on and accepting his path as the shield hero. Yeah, that reminded me of just now when he was fighting Glass, how Glass was so desperate to take him down so that with him gone they could like mop up the rest of the heroes, and then the waves would be over and they can, their world, Naofumi's world, would be like the losers, and I guess something catastrophic will happen to the world, like it'll just disappear or something, and then Glass and Learcteris, they would go back to their world and the waves would stop on their end, and their world would be the one that would just be living in peace. Again, it makes you wonder, is it just those two worlds? Are there other worlds? Or is it just those two, Also, she said she was like a vassal hero. I know it's like a vassal is someone under like a feudal lord in a way, like a retainer or so and so. So she's loyal to someone in that sense, but she's still considered a hero, the fan hero nonetheless. And for a fan, that is a pretty powerful weapon. You don't really think that, but because you don't have anything like that in Naofumi's world. I guess the closest to that would be the shield. Like maybe she was like the shield version in her world. Like people look down on her. But that doesn't seem the case because the other heroes with her, Learc and Teres, they actually looked up to her. Like, or maybe it's like, maybe she was in that predicament that Naofumi was in, but the other heroes eventually accepted her. Whereas Naofumi's predicament is like, they still don't. They still don't accept Naofumi. They think he's still a cheater. They think. I mean, either way, that's not wrong. They do stink, but they think that Naofumi is a cheater, and nothing Naofumi does is gonna ever be appreciated by them or something. I wonder. One more thing. It's like towards the end, they kind of had like this shot of like the book, and it's going back to that book that Naofumi picked up in the library. I wonder why it showed us that at the very end. Because then it's like, that's it. Closing the book. If they close the book, then that's it. That's the end of the story. But I know there's more. So does that mean that they kind of close the book saying, okay, if we don't make anything, this is really it. This is the actual end. So we wanted to add this in there just in case it really is the end. But because the Shield Hero anime actually became really popular, they have to continue it. But it's one of those things. It's like, do we have to wait for like the source material? But I know it's based off the light novel, right? The light novel has, I believe, I haven't read it, but I believe it has way more material for them to use for another season. But is it one of those things where it's like, okay, we just want to do one more, which would finish it, and then it's done? Or maybe they just, okay, let's like wait till it's like a little more panned out on the source material, and then we'll figure out whether or not we'll make one season more or 2 seasons more. Because sometimes they could like really cut it short or cut it too early to where like, okay, we'll do this arc and this arc for the next season from the light novel, and then it turns out the light novel only had like maybe a little bit left, and It's like they can't add that in. Well, actually, no, they could do it as OVAs or something. I don't know. Man. It's one of those things where it's like it could be something that you think can be flexible, but other times it's like, nah, they don't want to deal with it, which is sad because I hate it when they don't finish animating the full story. But if they change that ending for the sake of the anime, then I can see how it'd be harder to continue. Because again, that whole second half, I do not remember at all. I am pretty sure that was not in the manga at that point in time for the series. Maybe later on, I don't know, because I don't remember that happening at all. Maybe it did, and it just glossed over it. It like made it a big deal in the anime, but not so much in the manga, maybe. But yeah, very satisfied with that ending, and I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna try and I think I said at the beginning of this reaction series, I was gonna try and finish up the other animes that I started reacting to, like Goblin Slayer, the Slime, and yeah, I'll try and get back into Hunter x Hunter. The Hunter x Hunter is more daunting because, oh my god, it's like 100 more episodes I have to go through. But it's one of those animes that are worth it to have that many. I used to say the same for One Piece, but lately One Piece has been getting really slow. That's why I would just like wait a whole year and then binge watch whatever came out. But yeah, that's enough about me and what my plans are. Again, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.